Hello and welcome to What I Read, the series of short reviews where I talk about the books I read this week, and we are talking about Die Loaded, #1. Written by Kieran Gillen, with art by Stephanie Hans, letter by Clayton Cowles, and this cover is by Peach Momoko. And so I bought this because the cover was interesting. I was like, oh, cool, and then #1, let me pick that up. Not knowing it's a sequel to another series. And when I saw that, I'm like, okay, I'll read it. I'll figure out if, I'm interested in it. And then I'll probably, buy the collected edition of the first one and, maybe get this when it's done. But I'm not going to, I'm just going to make a decision on whether I like this and review it. I'm not going to get too invested in it. And then I got invested in it. It drags you in. I did not want to be on the hook for 20 issues of this. But it got its hooks in me. In 1991, 6 friends are playing a role-playing game and they disappear. They go to this other world. They get isekai. They come back 2 years later and, they have to navigate living in the real world and all that. And then in 2018, that happened again, and I assume that was the initial Die story, where they go to this other world again, as adults. And then they came back in the middle of COVID. And that's where our story picks up, in the middle of COVID, where one of their crew who was with them in the world, their body came out of that world dead, and they went to the funeral. And there's all this interpersonal drama that's happened between all these people in the intervening time since they got back, and while they've all been in isolation. And it's a little convoluted, but it drags you in. It makes you want to pay attention, makes you want to know more. It makes you, I don't know all that happened, but I'm like, I need to know, I need to find out, I need to read the previous story, and now this. And then it happens again. And but different people have now been taken into this world of fantasy run by an amoral god who honestly reads like Am. Every time they talk about Die, I'm like, that's Am. That's just Am. I don't know. Something about the way Kieran Gillen reads as Harlan Ellison. A+ all around, completely unwillingly.